about nothing.
Do you enjoy crime dramas?
Yo, chat.
What the Sigma? What the hell?
Do you enjoy rubber hose cartoons? Are you ready for Troy Baker to voice yet another random video game protagonist? Well then, let me introduce you to Mouse, PI for Hire. Mouse PI is a noir boomer shooter developed by Fumi Games, published by Playside Games, and unjustly scored a mid-ass 6 out of 10 by IGN for, let me check my notes. Too many cheese references, yeah. Who knows, maybe the reviewer was lactose or something, had some bubble guts that day and just wasn't feeling too hot. Well, who gives a dom about IGN anyway? I haven't been very fondue of them since I heard about that God Hand review. When really, all these games are brilliant. Okay, I'll stop with the cheese talk. Y'all are probably fed up.
Shut the hell up! Damn!
Now you'd think playing as a PI/detective would have you doing a lot of talking, interrogating, and taking pictures. And yeah, you'll be doing all that. But that's only between slaughtering, liquidating, and incinerating hundreds of other mice, rats, and shrews. But it's okay, it's self-defense. Didn't you see they were reaching? Okay, enough overview. Let's get into the details to really understand what's going on. Major incredible spoilers ahead, just so you know. Welcome to New York's... my bad. Welcome to Mouseburg, 1934. The city is corrupt from nose to tail, with crooked politicians, crooked police, the mob.
About that prick's face when he shot a gat.
And of course, your run-of-the-mill goons. Crime is running rampant, and too many mice are getting away with it. We need a mouse who's willing to put these villains behind bars, or shit, 6 feet under. Well, we play as that mouse, not just any mouse, Jack Pepper, P.I. Pepper Jack. Jack Pepper Jack, oh my god, a rough and tough former officer and former soldier. He's a determined mouse who just can't seem to stay out of the action and out of other people's business. I mean, it's his job after all. Fun fact about Jack, behind that rough and tough exterior, he's afraid of clowns and mimes.
Oh, it's a clown. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, Jack. It's just a job. The clowns will be there, and that is okay.
And he's actually a pretty quippy and silly man.
Maybe it's worth a shot. A shot I don't have to dodge for a change. The hell? I'm in hell. Well, at least the view's nice. That's gotta be the big bad foreman. Kinda scrawny for a boss. More like a mini boss.
Now, Jack discovers multiple different cases he's driven to get to the bottom of, 3 to be precise. First off, we have the disappearance of Steve Bandle, the magician, and his disappearance may not be a part of his act. The tip was given to us by our journalist friend, Wanda Fuller. Nice gal, kinda sassy, I like her a lot. Now, Jack and Steve have a bit of history. They were in the war, appropriately named the Quite Big Affair, and it was quite a big one. So big that they refer any time before the war as the Old World.
We went through hell together. Back in the old world.
And apparently, they were war heroes and putting up numbers. I mean, they called this nigga Jack the Trench Sweeper. Bro got named like he was a weapon. Anyway, it seems like Steve got himself in a little bit of trouble with the
small gangs and the mobsters and the crazies and the girls and the police and the...
So either he went into hiding or the mob got him before he could even hide. Unfortunately for us, Steve was a pretty private man, so there's almost no telling where he would have ran. This case is a little personal for Jack, but he won't let that distract him from the other bullshit going on in the world. Because next, we discover a shrew trafficking ring, a shrew shortage, if you will.
My buddy got nabbed for just being a shrew.
Now, shrews are basically the little guy, small rodents, but not quite mice. And the BMP are not a big fan of shrews, not one bit. The BMP, Big Mouse Party, is a political organization whose mission was to make the world a better place. But over time, the organization got in the hands of a filthy crook named Milford Sawyer. He's got dirty cops, cultists, cheeseleggers, and your general no-good rat on his side. In their ideal world,
I run toward the dream, a bright future ruled by big mice.
Of course, we suspect the BMP is running the whole operation, so we gotta find their method of capture, the shrew trafficking route, and put whoever's behind this whole operation behind bars. Might be Milford, might be Tammy, might be this little newspaper boy on the street. No one, and I mean no one, is exempt from being a suspect. Okay, maybe except Tammy. She's too cool for something like that. She's too cool for, genocide. Finally, we have the death of the actor, Betty Lynch. On our way back from finding out there's a not-so-subtle fascist regime getting rid of all the shrews in the city. Wow, it's really not subtle, is it? A woman with a fake-ass French accent waltzes into our office, claiming she has a job for us. Her name is Vivian McCarthy, no relation. Her friend, Betty Lynch, a fellow actress, has died in a terrible accident. However, she doesn't think it was any accident. She's suspecting that she was murdered.
We're dealing with 1-6 son of a...
By who? Show business. Yeah, she doesn't know for real. But that's why she came to us. We need to figure that out.
Bonjour, Monsieur Jacques.
No, that's down the hall.
What's funny is that our missing magician and our dead damsel are co-workers, and perhaps something more. Oh well, I guess they were co-workers. You see, Betty was Steve's assistant. You know, the girl who gets chopped in half during the magic show. Except it seems like it's not really a trick. I mean, look at this poor broad.
I just can't pull myself together.
He was absolutely infatuated with the woman. So, your assistant dies, right? You love her. What's the best course of action to cope? Simply grieve? Therapy? Do a bunch of drugs? Nah. That'd be way too normal. What you do is create a secret underground lab to bring her back to life. Not literally though, we don't have a body. So what do? Try and create a robot version of the woman to fill our empty heart. Three versions of her, by the way. Stevie. Are you fucking these things or what? Everything seems almost irrelevant to one another. However, you'll soon realize there's more overlap in these cases than we thought. Some of the dots start to connect and the puzzle all starts to make sense until we find out that the piece dies, catches on fire, or I don't know, piano falls on them. These mysteries will take you places you'd otherwise stay away from and places where you realize
This is way above my pay grade.
Let me just start off by saying there's not really anything special about the gameplay. If you're expecting crazy ass mechanics or deep combat systems, you're in the wrong place. It's an FPS. You aim, shoot, and watch the thing in front of you collapse on the ground. However, there's games where you do the same thing and it doesn't feel too great. Mouse PI though, feels pretty damn good. The weapons look great and feel great, and don't feel too gimmicky, making almost every weapon that crosses your hands actually useful. Each weapon you add to your kit can be upgraded by finding blueprints around different levels and bringing them to Tammy Tumbler's workshop. Oh yeah, say hello to Tammy Tumbler. Tammy is adorable. She's great. I love the voice, I love her design, I love Jack and her's relationship, it's like a mentor, little sister dynamic. It's great. Here's some of my favorite extermination tools. The pistol, the mouse tool if you will. As you guys may or may not know, I love pistols in games. If it's viable, I'm gonna use it. If it's not viable, I'm going to use it. It's the most accurate weapon you have, and the reloading animation just looks so good. Look at that. Why wouldn't I use it? It's even got a pretty decent alt fire. Almost every weapon comes with an alt fire option after upgrading it once. In this case, we get a 3-bullet burst fire. May not seem like much, but trust me, it is. They literally start dropping like flies once I hit them with the mouse too. Next, we got the Devarnisher, which I would argue is the most powerful weapon in this game. So how it works is that, well, you get a bunch of turpinite, shoot it at them, and watch their skin melt off their bones. No, but for real, this thing is ridiculously strong. It does damage over time, so you could just shoot it once at a target with average health and just assume they've been dealt with. I literally stopped myself from upgrading this thing because of how powerful it was already. But, I upgraded it anyway. It's just way too good. But there's another gun that's practically on the same level, the James gun. You will never run out of ammo for this thing. Never. You can try. Please try. Because I've yet to run out of bullets for it. I catch myself using this gun a lot of the time because of its ease of use. Honestly, if you wanted to beat the game with this gun and this gun alone, you could probably do it. Don't get me started on its alt fire. It quite literally Swiss cheeses whoever's in front of you in the blink of an eye. In the grand scheme of things, 50% of the time, this is gonna be your weapon of choice, whether you like it or not. Looky here, you can either use all your weapons or just stick to a few, but if you're sitting around trying to clear out vermin, you'll die pretty damn fast. Because these niggas will jump you. They will jump you, they're jumpers. Moving around is gonna keep you alive, mainly because of all the different tools at your disposal. Yeah, bullets alone can do the trick, but using your environment makes you trickier. Barrels are explosives that you can pick up, kick, or shoot. Barrels in this game are kinda wonky. Sometimes you throw them, they explode. Sometimes you throw them, and they do this. What? Makes some encounters a breeze if you know how to wrangle some enemies in one location. Same with the obligatory heavy-ass object hanging from the ceiling, waiting to come down on some poor unsuspecting mice. What's an old cartoon without an anvil falling on some poor guy? Doesn't even have to be accurate either. Just drop it in their general vicinity and they're as flat as a pancake. As I sort of hinted at before, you can die very easily in this game. With aim as poor as mine and reflexes slower than a sloth, you'd think I'd die a lot in this game. However, I actually didn't die. Well, I didn't die that often. That's only because there's health drinks and armor all over the damn place. Seriously, health is everywhere. This is why you should be hopping and running around. You don't know how many times I've been saved with these strange, yet conveniently placed health pickup. Same with armor. You're gonna love having armor. For one, it gives you the confidence to get up in people's faces, and well, I like that there's armor around the heart whenever we get a pickup. I think it's kind of neat. There is a ridiculous amount of health and armor. I cannot stress that enough. And clearly the developers knew you were gonna have a hard time without all this help. Here's the thing though, I only feel like it's necessary if you're playing on Super Sleuth, the highest difficulty. Otherwise, honestly, I feel like this game would be a walk in the park. As you go through your low-key murderous rampage, you'll find a lot of clues. All of your clues go on the obligatory messy-ass evidence board. Every clue is a piece of a puzzle. Put some pieces together and you realize something somewhere needs to be checked out. And let me just say, there is no way in hell this is coherent.
What the hell am I looking at?
Anyway, the board in his office is usually where we find our next killing spree. Some characters may give you some bonus objectives while you're investigating. For example, at the start of the game, we have to go to a theater, and Tammy wants a picture of the theater. When Jack investigates the theater, we have every opportunity to take a picture. And what do we bring back to Tammy? Oh yeah, we bring back a picture. We bring back a picture of that shit burned down. Tammy's clearly upset with this, but Jack don't really give a fuck.
No, it's just... That's not what I... Ugh, never mind.
Yeah, well, always happy to disappoint, kiddo.
Mainly because he still paid us. What a sucker. There's not that many side jobs in this game. In fact, I think it's only 14 total, and they are worth it to complete. Not because of the rewards, but mainly because of the character interactions.
I cannot smell this, John. There ain't no coming back from this, John.
I also love that there's a lot of things to collect. For one, baseball cards. And no, you don't just keep them and store them away, you actually use them to play a game. In the center of the middle big bar, you'll find a smug bitch waiting to play a game with you. You'll find cards in the shop and in multiple nooks and crannies around the city. The cards come in 3 categories: batters, pitchers, and bonus cards. Because I'm a lazy bastard, I'm not gonna explain this game to you because it's really simple. You wanna know how it works? The bigger number wins. That's it, the big number wins. If you got big numbers, you're gonna win. I'll be honest, this card game is not very engaging, not one bit, but hey, to each their own. Baseball cards aren't the only thing you'll find in the dark corners of Mouseburg. You'll find newspapers and comic strips. When it comes to newspapers, I enjoyed it. Gives us some pretty interesting world building. The comics we find around the city eventually turn into a short little noir story, of course, featuring our main man Jack. And honestly, it's pretty good. They should make more of these. And I hope we have more of this game in the future. I feel like this IP has a lot of potential. I had a pretty fun time, and they clearly had a fun time making this game as well. I love the references to old cartoons and other games that the devs themselves enjoy. I love it when game developers love video games. I have a feeling that there's more stories to be told in this franchise. I see the potential.
Don't bring forth a new order!
But hey, what I say does not do this game justice. Grab your coat, grab your hat, and hit these goons with a... Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. And if you like me, I recommend subscribing. Thank you, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.
How do we know when it's over?
I do.
Helicopters that won't get off your tail? Cut the corner. Transfigure yourself into a black man and still get shot.